viewers, I welcome all of you to my YouTube channel JWBD24. Today's topic is Of Love, written by Francis Bacon. Now I am going to discuss summary and explanation of love. Let's start. Bacon opens the essay by claiming that the love or romance shown on the stage, plays, and theaters is highly unrealistic from reality. On stage, love is portrayed as a noble trait leading to joy and excitement. It often brings tragedy and sorrow. However, in the real life, love does the real disaster by bringing dark and forbidding. History has a record that all the great, noble, and worthy or man who has done something great in the life have bequeathed a weak passion and keep themselves and their business away from such things. Bacon illustrates the examples of Marcus Antonius, a member of Roman royalty who was given a science to rule over 1/3 of the empire, and appears Claudius, the second member of royalty who was given the other 1/3 of empire, to explain the distracting effects of love. The former was the man of ambition and power, however amorous, impulsive, and restrained. He had little or no control over his heart and wandered in pursuit of love and lust. While Claudius was a sober, sage, and wise man of great wisdom, he never brought himself disgrace while rushing towards questic desire. Bacon quotes the great philosopher Epicurus, who promoted self-control, self-discipline, and restraint in one's life. He wanted his followers against seizing the worldly desires and says that we are sufficient for one another. By this, he conveys a message that one must live his life fully without indulging into conflicts with others. One should not avenge others and must restrain himself from other such misdeeds. He expresses his disapproval for a man of great wit or who bowed in front of women he loves and makes themselves smell and miserable. Bacon furthermore talks about the unfettered love that destroys the man. He says that such love develops the man and makes them insignificant in front of others. Moreover, Bacon argues about romantic poetry in which the writer exaggerates the beauty of his beloved unnecessarily. To him, such exaggeration is only suitable for romance and writing. They are not applicable in practical life. A farmer who determines his discriminating influence to transfer flattering odds to his women evidently negotiates with his intellect and judging power. A proud man will never make his beloved to rule over him by pouring segregated odds on her. For Bacon, a wise man must not love, as it is impossible to be wise and to love at the same time. In an unrequited love, the praise and compliment of a man for his beloved women appear to be weakness of his character. Moreover, when her woman doesn't feel responding the farmer, she treats his love as a pitiable weakness of his character. The love of man can result in who thinks either the women will respond to him in the same way or will create in odd feeling too insignificant in a woman for the man. So Bacon arms the man before falling in love should understand on think that it doesn't harm anything but man's self-esteem. Those who see the world as nothing but a place to fulfill their carnal desires destroy themselves. They lose both affluence and wisdom in search of sexual pleasures in the world. Bacon argues that such passions are overwhelmed in the period of prosperity than of adversity. Carnal pleasures get accented to it in the time of both happiness and distress and can be called as child or folly. However, this sensual pleasure, when are uncontrolled, can lead to the destruction of business, wealth, and health. The army men seem to have a special attraction for love as they have for the wine. Bacon discusses the man's nature and argues that men have a special inclination towards love for others. He makes his love universal by expanding it towards everyone, no matter such love, gentle and kind, and people who have some spiritual and religious belonging have this kind of love. The in Bacon says that the love that arises from marriage is the root cause of mankind's creation, while love in friendship makes it perfect, but lust corrupts it and embarrasses it. The Essay of Love is an argumentative essay written by Sir Francis Bacon. Bacon in the essay argues about the various ills of falling in love. He particularly argues about the carnal pleasures and its consequences. Sir Francis Bacon is a well-known English essayist and philosopher. He devoted himself to writing along with scientific work and wrote 60 essays. This essay of love is regarding the love. Love in today's world have influenced a large number of people. The objective of Bacon in this essay is to demonstrate the effect of love on all kinds of people. No matter who you are, you will fall in love with somebody, and this love will definitely have an effect on you. And sometimes love makes undo senseless things. Bacon then talks about the sensual love that drains one's intelligence. For some people, love is nothing but a source of carnal pleasure. However, such love, if lasted long, has hard consequences. Bacon then talks about the noble and kind of love the spiritual people possesses. They don't love a single person or group of people, but the entire universe. They are more inclined towards every creation in the universe. Another kind of noble love that Bacon argues about is the love between husband and wife. This love is further dignified with the love of friends. Conscientiousness, straightforwardness, whiteness, and compact opinions are the merits the Bacon's essays cover. The methodical way of inscription makes his essays logical and rational. The subject matter that he argues about is taken from real life experiences and is a hot topic of discussion in every time. The readers find his essays more welcoming and pleasurable. The use of the Latin proverb in his essays shows his high knowledge regarding the Latin language, and it also adds colors to his writing. today is over here.